Hello, dear students. In the previous lectures, we have completed the topic of some basic concept of chemistry up to stoichiometric calculations, in which we usually find out that how much amount of any reactant will react with any another substance amount and how much amount will get produced of any substance. Okay, by balancing them and equating their mass ratio. Now our next topic is about calculations. We have to do it in calculation in chemical reactions, or you can talk about concentrations, that what are the concentration in actually chemical reactions taking place, what the calculation we needed, concentration of what reactant, how much product is get produced, these things, or a solution if we are having, how its composition can be expressed. So the first simplest method is percentage method. Okay, percentage method. This percentage method for calculating can be, you can obtain in different manner. W by W, mean to say weight by weight, mean to solute is also in weighted form, solvent is also measured in weight. It is used when some solid is mixed with some another solid. This concentration particularly term is used that time. If you are mixing some solid into some liquid, you usually use W by V notification, mean to say how much weight of that solid you have mixed with, how much amount of in liters or mLs of a particularly liquid solvent. V by term be used when you are mixing two liquids particularly, and you can easily calculate the percentage. How? Suppose you have mixed 100 gram of some solute into 700 gram of solvent. So what will be the mass of the solution? Obviously 800 gram is of solution. Okay. So what will be the solute percentage? It will be 100 divided by 800 into 100. Simple. So this will give you percentage of solute. It will comes in W by W. Why? Because mass of the solute given and mass of the solvent as well. So both things will considered solid. That's why we are giving the percentage in W by W. So I have given you, you can get in three terms, W by W, and you must know which one you have to use in which case. When you are mixing two solids, when you are mixing some solid into a liquid, when you are mixing two liquids particularly. You will usually see these type of notations particularly and in a medical store, in some medicines, these terms particularly. Okay, you will get that. Now, this is the usually simple method to express the composition of any mixture. A little bit more on the basis of the mole concept we have to discuss. That is your molarity. Molarity is defined as number of moles. You know that number of moles is a unit particularly for amount of substance, and you must know how to convert a given amount in number of moles. So molarity is defined as number of moles present per liter of solution. Per liter of solution. How will you find out that one? First one, there is a term you will use always, given mass. What is given mass? Mass of solute that you have dissolved in a particular amount of solvent. That is actually your given mass. So first of all, convert given mass into number of moles. Number of moles. Okay. How? By dividing it by, in case of molecular mass. Now the second thing what you have to do, volume of solution you need in liters particularly. So if he has said that suppose for example 20 gram of NaOH dissolved in 500 ml of H2O. So tell me about the molarity of this solution. So first of all, this is the given mass, the term we used. We have to convert this into number of moles. So molecular mass of sodium hydroxide will be 40. So the number of moles will be 20 by 40, 0.5 moles. So we have converted first thing, given mass into number of moles. Next thing, volume of solution in liters you have to convert. Mean to say 500 ml, you divide by it thousands, you will get how much? 0.5 ml. Sorry, 0.5 liter. That is your exit. Now, what is the molarity definition telling? Molarity is usually represented by capital M. Okay. Now, how? So the definition gives, by the definition we know that you have to put number of moles above, you have to find in per liter. So divide by the volume, mean to say volume of solution in liter, number of moles of solute. We already know that in this case these are 0.5. So your concentration will be 1 mole per liter. You can write down in this manner, or you can simply down 1 capital M, that is 1 molar. So the solution we have taken in this case having molarity 1. Okay, you can write down in these two particular forms. In another form, you know that you can convert this bar sign into by liter inverse, mole per liter. So these are the different notation you can use for representing molarity. Okay, so percentage first one, second molarity, mean to say number of moles of solute present in per liter of the solution. This is the definition, and if you go for the formula, you have to simply do what is number of moles divided by volume of solution, put that in liters particularly. Okay, now the next one, that is third term particularly, is your molality. Molality. First I go for definition. Molality is defined as number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute present in per kilogram of solvent. You have to pay attention here. Mass is taken first thing, and it is taken of what? Solvent, not in case of solution. In molarity we have used solution and in volume form. So what will be the formula for the molality? Is usually expressed by small m. Okay, so number of moles of the above term is same, number of moles of solute. You know how to convert, just divide the given mass by the molecular mass. The below one is the mass of solvent in kg. Okay, that's how you can do that, calculate easily molality. So its unit will be what? Mole per kilogram. You can write it in this form as well, kilogram inverse, or by small m. So these are the unit particularly you can use. Now let me solve a simple example as well for the molality. Suppose 20 gram of NaOH again dissolved in 500 gram of H2O. This time he has given in mass form, this one H2O, and this is mass of H2O. Solution mass will be 520. Okay, he has, in that case he has given volume of what? Solution, not for H2O. So first you know that 20 gram will convert into moles. It will give just 0.5 mole. 500 gram is present in a gram, so we will divide it by 1000 again. So it will give at 0.5. Okay, mass, kilogram. So if you put in the formula, so number of moles is 0.5 divided by 0.5, it will give you 1 mole solution, or you can say 1 mole per liter, sorry, per kilogram. So that you have to take in consider the difference between molarity and molality particularly. Okay. Now the next thing is mole fraction. Mole fraction. These all are the methods. I am again telling you, to represent the composition of a mixture, solute dissolved in solvents. Okay, what is the mole fraction? Mole fraction of any component, mean to say howsoever component. If you have mixed two components in a particular solvent, this will be a three particular things, so it will be tertiary solution. But in your syllabus only binary solution. Binary mean to say one solute and one solvent. So mole fraction of any component, mean to say there are two components, one is solute and another is solvent. So you can calculate mole fraction of any four, as solute for as well for solvent separately. So mole fraction of any component is number of moles of that component to the total number of moles of solution. Suppose we have taken A as a solute, B as a solvent. Okay, so we mix in them in some proportion and we get a solution of A plus B over here. Okay, now how we will calculate? So you know how to calculate. We have given mass for both one. Now you will convert them into mole fraction. Suppose XA represent mole fraction of solute. So how will you calculate? First you should have number of moles of A divided by total number of moles solution. Total number of means to say number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. That will give you mole fraction of solute, particularly A. If you want to calculate mole fraction for B, we will give what? Number of moles of B above divided by total number of moles. Okay, this will be the mole fraction for B component, or you can say solvent. Now if I add these one mole fraction, XA, XB, so you will get that Na divided by Na plus Nb plus Nb divided by Na plus Nb. So if you do the sum, the denominator is same in this case. So they will cancel each other and 1. So the sum of mole fraction of every component present in the solution will be always 1. So if you have calculated mole fraction of 1, you can easily calculate mole fraction for another substance. Okay, so these are the different terminology or composition terms we are using to represent how we will explain solution composition. Particularly 4 are in your syllabus: mole fraction, molality, molarity, and first one that we discussed is percentage. Okay, so these 4 terms particularly is in your syllabus: molality, mole fraction, molarity, percentage. Okay, now your chapter is theoretically completed. So first work is your read and prepare notes of chapter first. Okay, second thing, solve NCERT exercise of this chapter. NCERT exercise, let's say up to 1.15. Okay, take 1.1. Only giving 10. Okay.